Charlie. You wasted 9 months of my life.
Charlie.
9 months.
9 months.
This September. If you explain to the audience why if now you record one episode.
Charlie. You know we.
I mean, boo. Procrastination
is the thief of time.
So you have to explain why since December put episode 13. You do a whole season. Then you dip. Somebody enter my DM and say why we Japan.
Charlie. Honestly speaking, people really reached out to find out why we are not recording.
But that was quite insightful because then at some point I think nobody they listen. Right?
Yeah.
You know, somebody just will come message you say, "Oh, you guys, 2SidesNVibes." I was like, "Hey, okay, that's cool."
Yeah. We have some loyal fans, Charlie.
And it was that Spotify thing, the Spotify rap, the episodes where people are listening from. It wasn't just Ghana. Like I was seeing Germany, US, UK. I was like, hey, Charlie, small fooling we say with the fool. Small fooling with the fool. The funny thing is, we said the podcast is for men.
Yeah.
But we have like a 70%
women, Charlie. The women won't know
what they go on
for, like from the men perspective.
They
Yeah.
Understand my body finish. I saw a tweet yesterday. One guy say, "I don't mind dating someone with a bit of mental illness." Where somebody could say, "This guy just said he doesn't mind dating women." Charlie, wait and drag out.
Oh, Charlie.
But Charlie will come after 9 months.
Yeah. Charlie, who the jackpot?
They will go jackpot. Because you go feed it with somebody, they talk no. Charlie, I check something for a podcast.
You go tell somebody hi for in MTN number 12, then you reply plus some UK number.
Next day no plus 44. And I am crowd.
No.
Because you've heard stories of like someone is about to travel and the next thing the person has been poisoned.
Yeah.
Then bury the boy today. The National Science and Maths quiz boy.
Yeah. Charlie.
Be tragic. Me, I don't believe it be natural death, but I don't be investigator. So I just
make it day.
My thoughts in my head.
Charlie.
I don't go talk about them. Charlie.
So what we get for one of people today? The topic's chow.
The women will start hitting me again. It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. Oh, no. But this is actually not just about women.
Yeah.
Make I ask you a personal question. Have you ever dated an insecure partner?
No.
You get good choice.
I can't.
You can't.
No.
So during the talking stage, you know they are insecure.
Yeah.
How do you handle it?
Well, it's all about communication, right? Like
communication for Ghana here.
Me, I'm very heavy on communication, honestly speaking. Yeah. So if you're like I'm talking to you and I realize there are one or two things that doesn't sit right with me, like I'll put it on the table for you to know that this and this doesn't sit right with me. If you're not ready to adjust, then Charlie.
But Gen Z, they give you terms. I don't say now the word talking means something else.
Oh yeah.
Like when you meet a girl and you tell your friends like, "Oh, I'm talking to this girl." Now boys will feel ask you which of the talking.
Okay.
Only ne kasa, only ne kasa. Like which of the talking. So, but the thing is, I feel it's a little more complicated because what if you actually really like the person, right? But you see that you are in a talking stage. But the person is going through your phone. Maybe when you get a call, the person wants to hear what you are talking about, who you are talking to. It's like, is there a way to go around it? Because maybe you really see yourself with this person, right?
Okay.
You like the person, they communicate, you have good times, you spend quality time and everything. But then it's that one thing. Like, say, "Oh, I'm going out. Are you sure you are going with the boys?" Like, how do you handle someone like that?
Honestly speaking, it's gonna be very stressful, one, and it's not sound for your mental health because at the end of every time you have to reaffirm your decisions or your actions with this particular person.
Some girls say she won't hear I'm daily.
It's not possible.
For tell them 7 days a week.
No, it's not possible. It's not possible in this economy. In this economy. If they find money, they tell me say make I can reassure my love for you, Charlie. Me to me. But then again,
how much of reassurance is okay?
You can't get it constantly.
You can't time it. But how much is too much or how little is too little?
See, honestly speaking, you can reassure somebody by telling them you love them, right? Every day. That's not what they want. there are certain words that they want to hear from you.
Yeah.
You understand? So saying I love you is not enough. Now imagine being with that person for the rest of your life.
Today, teddy bear, tomorrow flowers. Then the next day, chocolate.
But you see, then again, I don't know if it boils down to the love languages, right?
I have a big question mark about
if somebody's own is act of service, does that mean that reassuring that person means you have to spend more time with that person? Even if you are spending time with that person and your phone rings, right? You have friends. I have friends. My friends are not your friends, right? Your friends are also not my friends, but
you might have mutuals as well.
Maybe. How many mutuals do you guys have? That means you have to talk to those two every time. And when you talk to that person, she will go and ask that person what you guys spoke about. Just because
standard settings.
Charlie, it be
mode activated. Standard.
Then imagine say you live with that person for the rest of your life. Charlie, you go die young. Go.
So what if she's actually ready to listen and try to work on it? But they see it's like it could become a personality trait or a character, right? Maybe the person wasn't really loved at home. Maybe based on what he or she saw growing up about the parents, right? Because there are people who know they are cheating parents.
Okay.
Somebody they in parents they stay house. The person knows that their dad is cheating on their mom or their mom is cheating on their dad, but I say low key. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Those things really become a part of us as we grow up. What you see at home. There are some guys who are abusive physically.
Yeah.
Because they saw their dad slapping their moms and their moms never left. They still stayed. Into your knowledge, say normal.
It's normal,
like,
yeah.
It's something like if I talk to you and you don't want to listen, I can't slap you because that's what I saw my dad doing. So it becomes that. I think that's what we call childhood traumas, right? So if you meet someone who hasn't really healed, then you two can't build generation with them, right? But then there could be someone you meet, you realize that okay, this is what I've noticed about you. But when I talk, you actually listen. You want to work on it, but who improvement? So how do you go about something like that?
I think the best way is therapy. Like go for counseling.
Therapy work.
Well, some people say people say it works because honestly speaking,
it works if you don't mind talking about your problems, right?
Yeah,
I've lived alone for 10 years with 6 pillows, so it's very hard to get things out of me. I have to give you information freely, right? I can pay you to do therapy, but I can still decide to hold on to certain information. It's not because mashada.
Okay.
That's just how I am. Because I'm used to solving things. I'm used to dealing with things by myself, right? So I have to actually mentally bring myself to the point of, okay, I want to share this, right? So maybe someone like me, information day, but go get them like freely, right? So does therapy work for everybody? Is it always the solution to like childhood traumas and dealing with insecurities and stuff? Because in a relationship, I think you just have to trust blindly. Sometimes your instincts will tell you something, but you have to trust your partner that I believe you, especially if you have a healthy communication style that you've actually asked them, is this person just your friend? And then she tells you, okay, yes, this person is my friend, nothing there inside. You actually have to trust her because that's the whole point of the relationship, right? Yeah. But then let's turn the tables. Let's reverse the roles. Now she doesn't trust you when you tell her, this girl, I knew her before I met you, but she's still probing. You've tried to talk to her. So how do you like?
I feel like women have this thing. I don't know what to call it, but they will tell you, I know when a woman likes you, right?
But we didn't want them about the boys and ladies. Me, I'm not the boy, he plants it, and he tell you. So, but I'm not overthinking.
So I think it's the same way with both genders, right?
Yeah, because to be honest, I can barely tell unless like the girl makes it too glaring. Right? It will take a girl to tell me that that girl is crashing. Me, I won't see. Yeah. Because women know women's moves. Sometimes I'll be flipping the hair kicking. But maybe right? But a girl can tell. It's the same way when you see a guy moving to a woman, you can tell.
You can tell, yeah.
The only difference is they actually enjoy the attention.
Oh yes.
People can't be denied, but they enjoy it.
Women they enjoy them. Women they enjoy them.
But this single, you can't want it.
Charlie, we need the women for one life inside. We need them. We need them. So
we need women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How? Why?
Even the Bible says, go ye into the world and multiply. I don't want to go multiply. They're not saying go adopt to. They say go multiply.
Birth control. Boys, hey, birth control. Multiply.
So, I think, honestly speaking, it's if she has she's very insecure. I think she will tell you from the talking stage, right?
What if she doesn't, and you find out?
If she doesn't, you see, there are certain things that I deem them as very selfish, right? You know yourself. You know the luggage you are coming with. If you are coming into my life and you hold back certain things, then I'm like, okay, you are the one for me. Then I get into that. Withholding information is not
Some
good.
People actually don't know themselves that much. So let me give you an example, right? Let's say I'm a girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm insecure, being overprotective. But
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm guarding my territory.
Okay.
In my mind, I think what I'm doing is okay. I'm just protecting my man because I know I can't make cuts.
Mm-hmm.
You left your boy around and somebody could snatch him. So in my head,
Mm-hmm.
you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But then I'm overdoing it. I'm crossing boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to your phone,
Mm-hmm.
trying to be sneaky. So maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I think what I'm doing is justified. Worst case, I will go see some video for TikTok. They amplify my actions, if they justify my actions, and they all catch requirement. Right? Or maybe I'll go and see some tweets that says, girl, go on, sis. Go on, sis. Go through that damn phone. So how? Maybe I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
But I also think, I'm just marking my territory.
Yeah.
Just protecting you. So now you found out that, Charlie, my woman be too insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she thinks I'm cheating. And because cheating is very common for Accra here now.
Yeah.
So that one, you they quit, or are you trying to salvage that situation?
The situation is very dicey. Now, there's a limit to everything, right? Our mind tells us when we are doing something wrong and when we are doing something right. You know, taking the guy's phone and going through it. When you pick up the phone, you feel some type of way. Unless...
But she did look for something. If you has the feeling she did mind.
Now, at the end of the day, there's this chi proverb that they say. I don't really know. It's like something Suma say. Like, don't go poking when you are not ready to find.
I was about to talk about that.
You understand? Yeah. So it's more or less like you go, you poke, you see that, and then you come back and you want to cry, you want to fight, you want to do this. Now, that's being aside. If you want to be happy, just observe how the guy is treating you. If the guy is not treating you right, tell the guy is not treating you right. But you can't have everything your way, right?
Yeah.
Balance it. Some guys will actually give you their password. I'm giving you my password because I trust you. I'm not giving you my password because I want you to always be going inside my phone, right? I tell you things because I need you to know. Because I want to share it with you. But if you go knocking on doors that you are not supposed to be knocking on, at the end of the day, you drive me out.
That's
so
like crossing boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Breach of privacy.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we all have our lives to live, right? There are things, not that bad things, but like, I like my space a little. Though I am with you, and I want to have certain things for myself. The same way you need to have certain things for yourself. If you and your girls are going out, I'm not going to, okay, I want to come so that I monitor you. If me and my guys are going out, you understand? So there are certain things you have to understand that you have to let the guy be and you have to let the lady be. Unless they are doing something that hinders the progress of the relationship, then people will talk about it. But if you are always insecure about petty things, Charlie, you could drive the guy out.
I have a theory, right?
Yeah.
I like what you said about don't go poking. The thing is, see, there's some guy chasing your girl.
Always.
She's not necessarily responding or minding him, but there is some guy lurking in the darkness. There is always that one nigga, or more than one. Me, I won't go to your phone. Because if you see ego paying you,
I tell you.
I would rather not.
Charlie.
Like, I would rather not. Because now you will have sleepless nights.
Charlie.
Maybe she's not even doing anything. It's not even maybe most of them are not. It's normal. It not be you paying things that she fine. Right? But then it becomes like, you get to the point where I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Right? You can't
Yeah.
read the message. You can't wipe it, and it's until you actually master that thing of, okay, I'm going to trust this person blindly. I'm going to trust this guy. I'm going to trust this girl. Because I think without that, to be honest, fundamentally, the relationship is already ending, right? Because it's like now you suspect them. Everything is suspicious. Let's say your girl has moved in with you for like a week, right? And you've already gone to read some messages. Maybe the guy, it's just a male friend she has good banter with. Maybe they just talk stupid things. But now you start to overthink her. Because once emotions enter in everything, nothing is the same, right? So now she tells you she's going to hang out with the girls. Now your mind is telling you that what if it's the guy she's going to... Maybe the guy said... So just don't go looking.
It'll be true.
Unless you are ready to... And see, no matter what, no matter how emotionally mature you are, it will pain you.
That one day go pay you.
Unless there are exceptions to every rule, right? Unless, of course, you went to their phone, you actually caught them, like you saw your girl sending nudes to someone.
Yeah.
You actually saw, hey, so how was last night's sex? That one day. That one, if the Holy Spirit definitely do, go catch that thing. So there are exceptions to every rule, right?
Yeah.
But imagine you actually waste your time doing that, then you don't find anything. Now, small things you go finding and parties them at talk, it pain you because you think there's something going on, right? It's like,
Okay.
You don't need. But then insecurity, that's just one aspect of insecurity, right? What about the insecurity about, oh, my tummy is too big, I'm too dark, I'm too fair.
That thing alone, it's more self-love, right? If you,
it's quite common. Like, why is that? Is it the way we are conditioned when going? I've actually met guys who have that. Yeah, I had a former. Actually, if I talk, people will see who are they talk about.
Okay, you make a base of this question. Imagine you to go to school.
Yeah.
You see say this course you they fail, right? You are failing. What do you think you have to do? Nobody has to tell you have to sit up unless it doesn't bother you.
Want to pass or not.
So you can't be sitting and be eating anyhow, being lazy and watch yourself bloat. Then at the end of the day, you come and you be like,
don't body shame us. Don't body shame us. Twitter for nobody shaming. Twitter for nobody shaming, please.
See,
we beg. We are not fat, we are thick.
The truth has to be said. If you are fat, you are fat.
I always ask myself that question. So, like, don't you see? Right.
Growing up, let's say from 19 years to
but
like.
what if it's something also people keep telling you?
That's what.
So you are growing up. You know our bodies go through process, especially for women with the hormonal stuff and everything. So your body at 19 is not your body at 26, and your body at 26 is not your body at 35, especially after birth, right? Imagine you actually have your first baby at 31, 20, 31. Then maybe the stomach, the fupa couldn't go back. Some people have, like, very good, like, once they give birth, if someone even tells you they've just given birth, you won't believe. But some people do really struggle, like years, months, before they get their bodies back. Now imagine it's actually your husband. And I say, well, I can see you. The same person you had the child for, right?
Yeah.
Is the person telling you this. So it sows like seeds of insecurity, right?
Yeah.
Now you go meet this level 400 boy where they give you attention. You know, they complain about
all those things,
right? So then you begin to feel like, okay, they solve your insecurities small. But once you go home, your husband is not even touching you anymore because he feels like your body has changed, right? And maybe your female friends, gang. See, you know, hey, so the fupa, what are you doing about it? So, like, constantly you are being told, you know, so it's not like you wanted to be fat. It's not your choice. You gave birth and then your body just, you know. So, for someone like me, or for someone like that person, forget that foolish partner with the conversation. How do us as men, right, help them in that aspect to, like, love themselves more, love their bodies more? Even if you feel like, oh, Charlie, my woman body they change, but you still have to. You are that person. You should be a safe space, right? How do you actually handle a situation like that?
Okay, I think that is where the
And
affirmation. The affirmation comes in, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the person you've decided to spend the rest of your life with. She has given birth to your child, and the body goes through changes, right? So it's up to you, the man, to make sure that she always feels good about herself, right? Despite how she's looking.
And it goes both ways, right?
It goes both ways. So every day, remind her, do one or two things that makes her feel good about herself. You can wake up in the morning and leave a nice note. Maybe you're in the kitchen doing breakfast. You come, you put it on the table, you say something nice before you go to work or something.
But you and Kasa toss you forgive boys tips. So forgive boys. They make boys suffer. They drop gems every day.
So imagine if they do all these things.
For
Maybe
sure,
they come back from work, you buy something nice. Once in a while, you take them out. Just you two. You spend a lot of time with her. She doesn't have that notion of even looking at herself and be like, I am not good enough. Because at the end of the day, everything she wears, the kind of praise you give her makes her feel like, Charlie, I can go for America's Next Top Model. You understand?
There's a plot twist to this.
Now, if you've not given birth, right, you are healthy, you are okay, but you are eating late nights constantly, Indomie, you are not eating well. You know the things you do during the day are not very energetic too.
Yeah.
You understand?
You're a bank teller, you are sitting at one place.
24/7, you have to watch your diet. It's not every day that you want to be swallowing the banku and things.
No busy. You go come from job, you tire. Oh. It's not like you don't want to work out. Oh. But life be life.
Also, too, you have to know your body, right? Yeah. You know your body that doesn't digest food fast. Those people, you don't have to be eating like very heavy food every time, because your body doesn't digest that food very fast. So a lot of proteins, it will help you. Do away with the carbohydrates and the starch food for some time. Yeah. Know yourself. Charlie, nobody...
A number of times I've had female friends like, Charlie, I'm going on diet like 2 weeks. Someone be saying they go keto. You know keto? I think she was chewing pork. Only pork. For like, she go like 3 days. Say the first day, like, she did die for office.
Charlie. I'm not here before, sir.
It be just protein.
Hey.
So just meat for like a month or 2 or 3. So they do keto diet.
And easy.
It's like they train or start the chocolate.
But you see, at the end of the day, it's the social media. All the people, then they look at them all, then go do then surgery, then
I have a friend
things.
who keeps sending other girls pictures and videos, like these models. You know, they are tall, slim, toned. Yeah. And it's deliberate because that's what they want to do, right? They want to be models, so they take care of their bodies in that respect.
Yeah.
She feels she's too short. So she always sends me videos of tall girls. She admires them. And sometimes it bothers me a bit because, like, so I do everything to, like, try to... But I check, like, the thing... You know, that's what I was coming to, because you can buy the clothes for her, you can do the nice stuff, give her notes. But here... that's what she believes. That's a conviction. My body know the pap. My husband is trying. At some point, she might even feel you are doing it out of pity. I'm telling you, you know the gender. Right? At some point, you might just feel like, oh, you don't want me to feel bad. That's why,
yeah.
Because when she looks inside the mirror, she doesn't see what you are telling her. You get where I'm coming from. You are trying to tell her that she is still beautiful, but she thinks she is not.
This matter.
The solution be one pet.
Alpha, Charlie. Shami Alpha, I am bomb.
Share the link, give them.
Charlie. We have to give them a part 2 of this.
I've been thinking about for some time. So
yeah.
It'd be hard. And it's not just women. I've met guys who actually really deal with that. Yeah. I had a colleague who was like 4 boys were talking. It was a Friday and I think they were planning to go out. Me, I won't come to my house every time. The guy was like, but you people be fine, boys. So if me then you come out, the women will call you or then I was like, bro.
I never hear a boy talk like that before.
You know the level of insecurity you need to have as a man to let that thing come out of your mouth. Like, we don't care. Like, we don't care about these things. We want to go out. Like, just want to go chill. Like, me, if I don't come to my house, I say I go. I think we're going to a circle around the airport. So, Charlie, you know, go. And like, just like you, he didn't come home. He doesn't feel like he can roll with us. It's crazy, and you could tell that maybe Nipa way something's been hearing from childhood, or for a long time, right? Maybe every girl go chase, then they bounce out.
Yeah.
So I think there are patterns, and there are things you hear, and there are sequences that actually create those things. So you trying to leave a nice note for your woman, or that's one aspect, right? But this thing here, the mind. And I think we need to crack down how to actually deal with that. But I think it also comes down to them, or you as the person, dealing with that thing, right? That, okay, I want to move out of this. So I really admire when I see some ladies or some people go on about body positivity wisely.
Yeah.
Wisely, not the other one.
Keyword.
Wisely, yes. Wisely. So somebody living hair, or I see for Twitter, I say be hair activist. Go and save now. He left plenty. I say be activist. Who sent you? What did you activate?
Charlie, right now when the world cash there.
Somebody if you wake up, he say be activist. We tire.
Charlie.
Tire with the good demonstration 21st. We tire. But it go be. For help boys.
It go be.
That they tell you for help boys.
For state committee.
How to keep your relationship 101. Make breakfast. Step 2, leave notes. Step 3. No, step 1 for the money.
You forget money, that one they need. Because if you don't get money, you go cook breakfast.
They bought me, said, I don't want your money. Yeah? Silver bed, I'm going to
but yes, they go tell you to
come out
everything.
It be, sorry, no.
You'll be.
Charlie, Yampon.
We'll give them part 2. If I give them part 2. Yeah.
Stubborn boys no come today, so I want to hear what Stefan will talk for this.
Stefan, they get inside.
Plenty experiences. Yeah,
you get plenty inside.
I get a pot, get cantonment. If I can't tell you, make
Stefan.
Can't give you insight. Stefan, well-traveled young man. Nobody travel for a camp like that. Well-traveled.
Oh, Charlie.
This week gone alone. That radius.
It is inside.
Yeah, Stefan for country. No, actually, Mr. Nambu.
Mr. Nambu. If I can't tell you his story, if I can't give you stories,
forgive we in sequence for that. So we'll give part 2 for this one.
We'll give them part 2. We'll give them part 2.
Break. This one that you started September to December, January, I'm expecting you.
Yeah.
Guys had in Amoya. Mo pesika,
Right now, then we come back. We
dey
wait for you. You be the
get captain like 4. You people no go do.
You be the gang leader. You be the gang leader.
Do party give your woman safe. Make a catch up. Nobody want marry.
Scanning by.
Did you know when they marry? Mr. Nambo, everybody.
Charlie, you pisca.
Now can you record the episode back? Who will be wedding?
Yeah, you didn't never start.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Today we no get any sign out. Yapon.